Am I supposed to move Jeff and then play Captain Marvel and then move this Jeff? Even? That puts 8 on mid. Captain Marvel has the flexibility. I'm buffing the Angela, and then I still have the Captain Marvel who can move to the left to take me up to 22, which is more than what you have if your Nebula scales, but then your Captain Marvel leaves. And then, of course, the Rock to be able to scale the Angela even farther. Yes, this is definitely the play. This is feeling almost too big brain. My friends, do you smell it? That's the scent of a new meta blowing in upon us. That's right, the Spider-Man movement package is just so efficient and flexible with the Kraven and then these other cards that were just good enough to play and also happen to move. In the Captain Marvel, the Silk, the Jeff, we've got the Vision, we've got the Miles Morales worked in here as well. This deck is promising to be the next meta mainstay. Now, credit where credit is due. This is coming from the tactical genius of a Lambie series with the Teddy Flair of rocking the Vision instead of the Legion. They're pretty interchangeable. I like leaning more into the movement synergies, but of course, that Legion drop, being able to manipulate the locations, is just so powerful. It also lends itself very well to this deck. We round out the early curve with the Kitty Pryde, the Angela, and the Mirage to be able to fuel us up, and we are looking very happy. Worth pointing out, I suppose, that the Teddy Flair is also adding Mirage, whereas Lambie is running the Hulk Buster. Angela can be a lane carry on her own with this kind of deck. We love being able to pile onto her lane and then just clown car, bounce away with all of our flexibility, leave her to hold down that lane, and then outpace our opponent, dropping cards where they did not want them to be. Kitty, Angela, Kraven, and then the Camartage. Camartage is not giving me anything, is it? Like, how does... Spider-Man would move twice. He would. Spider-Man would move twice, okay. But randomly both times. Ah, the Mind Stone. I'm surprised they did not snap on that. They got everything, every single stone in hand. This is like the ultimate Thanos high roll. Are we going to be able to do anything against this? Let's find out. Angela, go mid. So you play like Time Stone on 2 and you're already ready for, yeah, +2. You'd be able to play X on 3. Wow. This is going to be rough. Though, I mean, their hand is kind of bound up here. There's a point where Thanos, like, extra draw, it doesn't matter. He's always going to have basically a full hand size. He can only get through so much of his deck at once. Stark Tower. Hey, hey. I think I will. Give me 2 of those stones amped up to buffed power levels. Blue stone, red stone, I don't care. I don't care that much. They'll get me extra card draw, I'll get the buffed versions, they'll be very easy to play. I'll have all the options at my fingertips. That's what I want to see. Yep, Time Stone. I would have loved to take a Time Stone, but... looks like I'm just getting blue stone. Double blue stone at this rate? Yeah, probably just double blue stone at this rate. Yep. Okay. Well, we do have the Kraven. Then I've got the Kitty. And then I've got a Space Stone over here. I mean, like, I guess? Got the Devil Dino. That is up to 13 power because of how strong your hand size is. Get the Shang-Chi. Alright, I think it's just Shang Kitty here. Knock the Devil Dino over. I mean, what else am I going to use it for? Final turn. Kitty, Space Stone, Jeff, Silk. That's pretty good as a drop. Especially knowing that I got max value from this Shang-Chi. Angela has been scaling up, and his leftmost lane is looking... I mean, it's got 3 stones. It's maxed out, man. You can put down the blue Marvel to be able to lend some additional power, but... yeah, you've got the Claw. Thanos ongoing. It's so much fun. Great deck. Even with... I mean, even with the new Spider-Man and even without the old Spider-Man, it's still good. I'm seeing some decks that just run the Spider-Man in it. And he's more of a mid-game curve and can still be good control. Okay. So I just want to pile in right here and right here. What's the best way for me to do that? Do I do like you, then play the stone here? You're probably going to move to the side. Probably, but maybe not. Roll me. I'm feeling good. I think he's not going to be able to match the Angela scaling on mid. And then the +6 on left is pretty solid. Yeah, he's not even going to fight on left. Zoop. Zoop. Buff me again. Space Stone appears. Gives me the draw. Luke Cage. That does make the fighting into Grosha a lot closer. Just not counting on the Luke Cage.
Inevitable.
Big Thanos. Silk comes back. Silk goes away again. Well, we're just getting 20 points. We outstack them. Wow.
Victory.
So close. Oh, something's gonna get pulled. I want it to be Mirage. She's like the next play that I have, but I didn't want it to be Shang-Chi. They storm it out. Oh boy. Okay. Who has the best tempo on turn 2 for Storm? Oh, Strange Academy will make it fine. Okay. Well, I could just set up Angela. How worried are we about flooded anything, given the deck that we have? I guess we're not worried at all. I think this is actually just set up Angela. Yeah, you can play in or whatever. Nebula's really good. Wakandan Embassy. Buffs, buffs, buffs. I would love to grab a buffed up card of yours from my Mirage. No Killmonger to be able to take away the Nebula. I go Daredevil, and I show... Ah, the Jeff, perfect. The buffed up Jeff, let's go. We can just max out this zone. Yeah, sure. Drop the Spidey, or is it double Jeff? If I go I love being able to keep on playing. I guess I could play the Jeffs directly, right? To be able to cancel out the Nebula scaling. That is good. Okay, so I will... I kind of want to pace them out then. I'll go Spidey now. See what happens. Grab the Daredevil. Sling mid. Alright, everybody on mid. Now Miles is cheaper. He goes Rock Slide. You're Mr. Hawk. Alright, so I can play a Jeff here to cancel your Nebula. Then I can play a Jeff here to buff my Angela. And then I can play a Spider-Man here to maybe get moved onto left. That's fun. It's very fun. We can move the leftmost Jeff away if we're happy with our stat line. We also have Captain Marvel to be able to play here. They have their own. Modern Snap. It's all in the flexibility. People loving the new Captain Marvel. Ah, but she actually lands on left. Interesting. You're going to gain +2 here, taking you up to 23. And I could be at 22 with the Captain Marvel. So the Captain Marvel is not really what I want. But the thing is, if your Captain Marvel leaves, you're down by 7. Yeah. So I play like Chavez here. Or am I supposed to play like Captain... Am I supposed to move Jeff and then play Captain Marvel and then move this Jeff? Even? That puts 8 on mid. Captain Marvel has the flexibility. I'm buffing the Angela, and then I still have the Captain Marvel who can move to the left to take me up to 22, which is more than what you have if your Nebula scales, but then your Captain Marvel leaves. And then, of course, the Rock to be able to scale the Angela even farther. Yes, this is definitely the play. This is feeling almost too big brain. 8, 10. We're way up. Shang-Chi has no target. Ooh. Let's go. Mindscape. Oscorp Tower. Alright, hang on to your silks. Do not play your silks early. They always betray you at the Oscorp Tower. I got the Okoye. And there's a mini lab. Well, Jeff can work his way into mini lab. Would I want to trade? No, I would not. I would not particularly want to trade. Everything that I want to play early would just betray me at the Oscorp Tower. So I think I just have to set up Jeff. There goes the little guy. Go magic. Take away the mindscape. All right. So they're fishing for more time. Along with the Okoye here. Interesting, interesting. Let's get him with the, set up the Captain Marvel, or do I want to start rolling into kitties? Probably play the kitties, eh? Play kitty, drop Spider-Man, pull off to the side. Yep, Iron Fist. Sure, sure, sure. So you're like, move, destroy. Are you the Phoenix deck? But why are you running Okoye? The Phoenix deck can barely fit what it has to run as combos, and you're fitting Okoye in here? Have you found a new way? Alright, so then it's like Jeff to the side. And we play Kitty Captain, I think. Yeah, something like this. That way I'm keeping the Miles cheap. Go Shuri. But then Shuri is punched. Ooh. Hold on. This is like the Galactus trick, right? The Iron Fist Shuri is a Galactus trick? I could still just be a Nimrod Phoenix deck. I don't know. What are you going to lock down right here, mate? I'm ready. Scare me. Play you, move the Silk, and then play you, potentially move the Silk back. Silk hitting Kraven is the best hit. Doubled up. Turn 6, here it is. This is where, like, Legion to be able to cancel Limbo can be really dirty. Oh, 14 power Nimrod. Just casually a 14 power Nimrod. And I have no Shang-Chi. Aw, it hurts, it hurts. Well, I can still play this and this, which is quite strong. I mean, if you had 14, you're up to 21. But I am going to be ahead of you, even if the Silk leaves me. And then with the 14 coming over here, my Chavez is looking fine indeed. Yep, I think I still got him. Even with like the Carnage Venom play. Oh, they didn't want it. They didn't want it. Because they got too choked up on the left. Too choked up on the left with that Iron Fist. Looking cute with it. But that's the setup for Galactus, right? As you play the Shuri, punch her out of the way, you drop the Mega Lactus. Shoo. Copying kitties, copying silks. It's really good. I probably don't want to start copying until they're a little bit more powerful. Also, okay, we just lose Silk. They lose Mirage, which is nice because I had a great hand for them to play Mirage. I get Mirage. Okay. Oh, wow. Well, I want to play Mirage now. I think I do. I'll take your cheap card and then maybe I'll have a chance to clone it for greater returns. I get a Cosmo. And a Superflow. Sure, sure. I'm thinking like Angela Kitty here. And that way I can keep scaling this Angela, and then I start another Angela Kitty going off on the side. Maybe right here on mid, really. With the Superflow, we can keep on pacing ourselves out. Scale up the Angela like crazy. If only we had the Bishop, eh? It's the old bounce day dream. And you've got a random war path. Well, I kind of want to just punch that. You know? Like, I don't like it. But I'll play this first so that we keep our scaling engines moving. more warpaths, and then the Ant-Man. Alright, what's our margin of victory looking like? We're probably dropping off. And they do have Cosmo, so we need to play Shang-Chi sooner rather than later. So, it's now. Yeah, only 8 power on board right now. Alright, Chi. I think, yes, seems good. Copy the more powerful one. Play you. I will not be able to draw. You are like Destroyer. You're just the old ongoing Destroyer. You're testing to see if that deck works. You are a Surprise Galactus because of the Hobgoblin. Oh, that ongoing Destroyer deck is actually like the perfect Surprise Galactus deck. Instead of running your Spectrum, you just run the Surprise Galactus and you're like, oh, it works. Surprise Galactus. Waha! Did I do flip first? So, no Surprise Galactus, please. Ah! I guess they just really didn't. I mean, the Shang-Chi unwrites so much of their investment, and maybe they didn't have it, or maybe they don't run it. So here is the deck in all of its glory. I really love playing this one, and Lamby Series is adamant that this is going to be the next coming meta. It can feel like gambling at times, trying to get things to land on the Kraven to be able to buff them up, and when it comes together, it is so satisfying. But if what you really love is using these underutilized cards like the Silk, then I recently had a deck that was showcasing Adam Warlock, Stegron, and Kang the Conqueror in, I think, the most competitive form that we have ever seen those cards in. If you guys want to see that video, check it out. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.